What is up, audience? Thank you for tuning in today. I have a fun episode for you guys. I want to share with you my most recent adventure, which was feeding and diving with sharks. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back. I know it's been a while. Let's get all the details out of the way. In order to join this dive, you have to have a minimum of 30 dives. The second requirement is that you have to have experience diving off of a boat before. Now you're probably wondering, oh my god, I've only had 2 dives, or Patrick, I'm not even certified. That's okay. Towards the end of this video, I'll go ahead and explain how you can easily fit these requirements and join us on the next shark dive. My diving adventure started at 5:30 in the morning. The dive shop that I choose to roll with every time is called Peace Dolphin. I'm going to put the link to their page down here below and also in the description. The dive shop is about 45 minutes from my house, which is where I met up with Emi-san, who is the owner. Once everyone else arrived and filled out all their safety forms, we piled into the van, kept our masks on, and headed towards Chiba. This is a beautiful area. I've been here for surfing before. I really enjoy this place. When we got there, I was very happy to see that there were showers available. There was dunk tanks available to, rinse the salt off of our gear. There was a restaurant. There was a mini like shop where you can shop for stickers and stuff. I'll go more into the detail of that later. So we finally made it to our destination. We are here in the Chiba area, and Emi-san has parked the van. We're all setting up our gear, and I guess what's going to happen is around 12 o'clock, there's going to be a truck that's going to show up. We're going to put all of our stuff inside the truck. We ride the truck to the boat, we hop on the boat, and then we head out to the ocean. So it should be lots of fun. Now, I wanted to get really cool footage of me, like, getting off the boat and into the water, but because of the current, you actually have to hold one of the ropes that they had with your right hand. You actually cover your regulator and your mask with your left hand. That way, when you jump into the water, it doesn't like fly off on you. So I didn't have an open hand for a camera. The first time we got in, there was no current. But the second time we got in, oh my god, I thought I was kind of scared. I was kind of fighting the current because I was like, I actually had to pull on the rope with like both hands, like, yo, this is insane. You can see the bubbles flying, and I mean, it's kind of hard to tell underwater other than the bubbles, but the current was just coming at you. And so you are using this rope to descend to the sea floor. At first you're like, okay, where are they? Like, where are these hundreds of sharks that I've been wanting to meet and see and feed? And then at first you don't see them, but then suddenly, like, just off in the blue, you see like a fin, and then more shadows and more, and then you're like slowly coming up to it, and then before you know it, you are just like surrounded by this mob of hundreds of sharks and stingrays and groupers. And on the very first dive, honestly, I was scared. You can tell because my camera movements were jerky. Like, there was so much going on. I did not know which way to go. I was breathing pretty hard. I've never been around so many things that can bite me before. Remember how I mentioned earlier that there's like a requirement level, experience level? Well, it's really important because on this dive, you are just surrounded by sea creatures and other divers, and people are bumping into you, and things are bumping into you, and things are kind of like nibbling at you. I had a stingray, I had a stingray like chewing my hair. And if it's your first time diving, you're not gonna feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable, but I was calm. You know what I'm saying? You can feel uncomfortable, but you can still be calm. They weren't like chewing into you, but you could feel things like nibbling on you, especially the stingrays. They were like kind of gnawing on you, and you're like, oh my god. Like, I mean, I've been going to the gym, so I'm kind of delicious now. But if you're not used to being in the water, if your regulator accidentally gets kicked out by a fin or knocked out by a shark or a stingray, or if a stingray is all up in your face, there's a good chance you might panic. Panic leads to trouble, and that's never good. But anyways, continuing on. Man, it was so cool. These hound sharks are like ocean cats that you could pet them, but only a little bit and when they wanted to be pet. Like, I was like petting a shark and it was like, oh yeah, okay, stop. And then it swam away. There was even a time where I was holding my camera out what was it, a stingray, I think. It thought that my camera was food, or that my hand was food, so it started like kind of biting my hand, and I think you could hear me on the camera. I was like apologizing to the stingray. The way it's set up is there are these little baskets, okay? And these baskets have fish in them. And it's like a chum basket. So you can see all these fish and sharks and stuff like trying to get at the basket. And what the diver instructors will do is they'll go into the basket, pick out some fish, hand you some, and you can feed these sea animals and pet them. And sharks are so leathery, it's so weird. I was like, in a petting zoo, I was trying to pet everything, man. I was like, yeah, this is so weird. I was petting stingrays and stuff. R.I.P. Steve Irwin. But like, it was so, man, I still can't believe I did that, honestly. Actually, it's really funny because the instructor, Emi-san, she had put like fish inside the tank strap of one of the other divers in our group. And so she couldn't see behind her because she's underwater and stuff. And so she was wondering, like, why were the stingrays and sharks messing with her so much? She didn't know that they were trying to get the fish that's, like, on her back. So she kept swimming, and she's like, what's going on? It was so funny. On the second dive, I was a lot more comfortable this time around. My camera movements were a lot smoother. I was actually swimming with the sharks. Ah, God, it was so cool, but I hope you enjoy this next part. And yeah, that's it. It was such a great adventure. For those of you who are wondering what I'm filming with, I was using a Hero 8. I use the wrist strap, like, just in case of emergencies. I need both hands open, and I don't want to have to worry about, oh, I dropped my camera or something like that. I don't think anyone's ever, thrown hands with a shark before, but just in case, I wanted both hands open. Thankfully, I didn't need it for very much other than pushing stingrays and sharks away. Like, it's funny because when they start kind of getting on you, that's the most you can do, is you're like, please no. By the time we finished our second dive, again, I was way more comfortable. We got up, we came back up to the boat, got on the boat. Seagulls were like following us because we still had bait, so we like held up the bait in the air, and the seagull would come in and just so fun. Can't wait to do it again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh wait, I need to show you guys. For those of you who are not certified and or do not yet meet the 30 dive requirement, check out Peace Dolphin. They have dives going on all the time. You can message their Facebook page. You can join one of the Yokota or Yokosuka dive groups and just start diving. Anyways, I think that's the end of my video. I'm just rambling now. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment any questions below or any adventures that you would like to see and explain on the channel. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to check out my Instagram page as well. See you guys in the next one. To Peace Dolphin and Evan and everyone else who's involved in the dive, thank you so much. Totemo tanoshikatta. Arigato. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
はい、はい、ありがとうございます。明日ね、横よりね、多分つかないと思います。今日ね、
Oh my goodness,
横より全
there's
然つい
cats
てない
all
ので、
over.
はい、かしこまりました。で、9時線で大丈夫ですか？はい、じゃあ明日8時にお待ちしてますので。